What do you do when you have a bad day? 1. Identify the problem. Most usually it's a lack of sleep to me. So I look to have 8-9 hours of sleep every single night. Or maybe you had some arguments. Or you're ill. If you have multiple bad days, it's a sign of a mental illness most likely. Point 2. Fix the issue. Most people go on with their day identifying themselves as a bad day cover. Fine. Have a bad day. I'll fix it. If I had low sleep, I sleep more. If I have a stomachache, I take things slowly. If I was in an argument, find an agreement and move on. If you can't, don't wait it out. Point 3. Your day can always be fixed. Hit the pavement for a run. Whenever I'm caught in a funk, nothing clears my head like a good, solid run. It's not just the endorphins, it's the rhythmic pounding of the feet on the ground, the fresh air filling my lungs, and the sense of movement and progress. It gives me a physical outlet for stress, anxiety, and whatever else is weighing me down. Plus, it's a chance to be alone with my thoughts, to process the day's events, and to come back with a fresher perspective. Combined with a good night's sleep, it's my go-to strategy for flipping the script on a tough day. It's usually because of work, so I drive home blasting my loud playlist. I play The Prodigy's Fire Starter, Foo Fighters Everlong, and my latest addition, Dennis Leary's Australian Dollar Hole. And I sing you on a dollar hole instead. It's very therapeutic. Then when I get home, I have a wine. Or chocolate. Or both. Chocolate makes everything better, lol. I only keeps getting worse, like YK when you having a shit day, and you stubble toe it or something, and it's like OFC, like that's just the cherry on top, and your eyes start to tear up cause why did it hurt so bad? Art, it's a great distressor, it depends in what you enjoy doing that's relaxing. Painting, drawing, coloring, poetry, whatever. For myself, if I have a bad day, I go home, turn my TV onto YouTube, put on a song named karaoke, and go ham. I think it's important to behave like a cop and pass on the misery and fuck up someone else's day. Kidding. Literally just had this conversation and it's front of mind. What I do when I'm having a bad day is listening to music as I soak in a warm bath, and I would find the most comfiest pajamas that I want to wear, have a regular Coca-Cola or a glass of milk. I'm very sensitive to caffeine and am lactose intolerant. This is me being mildly self-destructive. Hide the circumstances, or how many bad things happened in your day. At a bad 5 minutes or something is not a bad day for anyone who need to hear that. I often reach out a trusted friend or colleague and ask if she has time for a cup of coffee. Talking and sharing help much in this case. I blow bubbles, it's super calming to watch them float in the air, and also is kind of a breathing exercise in a joyful way. I actively force myself to do something that I like. Even though I'd rather stay where I'm and continue to brood, it works. I pour myself a whiskey and make a fire in my backyard fire pit. Then I make a pizza in my pizza oven. Then I have a cigar. I usually take a long walk to clear my head, listen to my favorite music, or dive into a good book to escape for a bit. Sleep, recharged in yon inji katawan natin. Kapag pagit kays then bad day mas lalo matos chowns no actually tulo yon. I turn off all the lights, lay in bed nice and warm and turn on my favorite music and just lay like that for hours. I usually just sit down in the living room and let my cat bite me a few times. That usually helps. Snuggle with my dogs. Also play with titties. World is cold and hard. Titties are warm and soft. I let myself feel the pain. After I dry my tears, I tell myself I'm still fat and keep it pushin'. Come home and beat my scrotum like a heavyweight fighter training for a championship round. Allow myself some fun because I deserve it. Still end up being sad and overeating though. Start drama on Reddit for no reason. I'm joking. I legitimately don't do that. Go home and play Warframe. Nothing like slashing through hordes of enemies. Tell myself, it's just a bad day. not a bad life, and sleep that shit off. Talking to a friend or loved one can really help lift my spirits. I do what I do every day. Pinky. Try and take over the world. Have a long, deep bath with bubbles and candles if possible.